Alrighty. Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Kuwait, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We've got two clips from Avatar here. Avatar, The Way of Water. We have the see it in 3D, and then we also have the Return to Pandora featurette. We're going to look at both of these back-to-back. Stick around for both. If you guys haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, please. Bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Here we go. It's a little surprising to me that none of these trailers, none of them are in 4K.
Oh, yeah. Weird, huh? Whoa. Oh, they're like, oh, look
3D,
at that 3D. Look how we did that. I can't wait.
The motion picture event of a generation is even better.
In 3D, bitches.
In 3D.
That's right.
The sea is around you and in you.
Avatar, The Way of Water. Rated PG-13. Tickets on sale now.
The first time I saw that trick was a long time ago. My buddy Craig Henningsen, who doubled Spider-Man on the New York live show of Spider-Man.
The ill-fated live show. Yes.
He's a dope individual. But anyway, he showed me his like stunt reel when we were doing a job together, and he had an effect where he did a butterfly twist, and his legs were going beyond the scope of the widescreen. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like, it's a simple trick, but it looks super neat, like it's popping out at you.
Yeah, no, that was a really neat trick, and it's actually got me really pumped to see this in 3D. Now I'm like, yeah, you gotta go watch it in the theaters. You're never gonna be able to have like the 3D experience if you don't see it in the theater.
Well, I mean, that's how Cameron always intended it to be seen.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, they're not popping out now, are they?
I went to the studio and I said, let's not just do another movie. Let's swing for the fences.
Wow, okay.
I think what people are in store for is Avatar, but timed 100. It takes it to a whole other place.
I've never seen anything like this in a movie. It picks up where it left off, and he just...
It was wild. My eyes were glued to the screen, and I can't wait for people to see it.
The world is bigger. The stakes are higher.
This is our home!
I was always looking at everything in wonder.
What Jim is trying to create is very truthful, very emotional and grounded tales.
I need you to be strong.
A family trying to survive.
Strong-hearted.
It's really got this level of magic and crazy.
I don't know, he's in this.
It takes years to make these movies, but there's nothing like this.
It was the experience of the first movie, but on steroids.
Oh, wow.
I love this. It's like they're going, just in case you forgot, there's this little movie that's coming out just in time for the Christmas holidays. Mm-hmm. It's called Avatar. It's a sequel to a very highly popular movie that came out decade ago.
When I saw Kate Winslet, my first thought was, where's Leo?
I know,
Is
me
he in
too.
this too.
I was like, what? You're in this? Oh, where's Leo? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they showed a number of behind-the-scenes faces. I was like, oh, I didn't realize all these people. I thought it was just, Sam Worthington and Saldana. And the interesting thing was watching Zoe Saldana's interviews behind the scenes. I'm saying her name wrong, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just learned that it's Saldana.
She gave the pass to everybody. Like, you can mess it up, it's fine.
Everyone, you have the same pass with my name. Yeah, just don't call me something entirely different. So long as it's in the ballpark, it's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to discover that a lot of this stuff had been shot like 4 years ago. And so she's just been waiting to see it.
It's just crazy, like just thinking about how long it's taken. And I feel like I probably said this before, but I'm going to say it again. It's like it takes a lot of confidence and, I don't know, maybe integrity to be a director who's like, hey, you know what? Like, rather than putting out part 2 right away, I just want to take my goddamn time with it and really knock this one out of the park. I mean, what did he say? Let's aim for the fences with this one. I mean, genuinely, I hope he does, because they're doing all of this promotion for this movie, right? If it doesn't at least make the same amount of money as the first Avatar movie, or if the audience doesn't receive it as well as the first movie, it's going to be so disappointing. disappointing.
Cliff Curtis is someone who is a bit of a chameleon. You see him everywhere, and the earliest instance I can think of that I saw him was actually in Training Day, where he played a Mexican gangster. This guy is from New Zealand, I believe.
Yeah. Gotta watch Whale Rider.
And he is just like everywhere and does everything. And he's like, wait, that's the same dude?
Yeah.
But, you know, given that he's from New Zealand, it just gives it a little bit more, a bit of, I don't know, the indigenous authenticity or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking
A little bit
about.
of street cred.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I think he's great. I'm really happy that he's in this.
The interesting thing was there's a behind, not a behind the scenes, but there's a video of James Cameron talking about his career. You know, one of those videos of like, oh, Brendan Fraser like reflects on his biggest roles, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes, I know those videos.
And so James Cameron did one I was watching while I was like all COVIDed up and just like I couldn't sleep. I'm like, let me just watch that. He talked about how when he went to go make Avatar, the producers were like, can we just take out a lot of this hippy dippy bullshit? Like, it's not, why do we need this? And he goes, well, that's the whole reason I'm making this movie. So we cannot take out the hippy dippy bullshit. Like, that has to be in there.
James Cameron knows what he's doing. I think like he knows how to marry moving, sentimental story with amazing action and visuals.
Sure. All of that hippy dippy stuff. My understanding is he takes it to another level here, and so if you're if you're not ready for environmental messages, you might not like Avatar.
Be ready to like hold hands and kumbaya outside of the theater.
I'm fine with it. It's fine. This image is of Sam Worthington's character destroying the skull in his palm is very interesting. It's like, but you're human underneath that. Well, I guess he was. He gave up his soul. He transferred his soul into the Na'vi body. So
he's Na'vi now.
But he started human. Why are you crushing the skull?
Oh my God.
Stephen Lang looks exactly the same. This dude does not age. Like he just was born with white hair and he just looked the same forever.
He hit an age peak and just like never got older. Yeah.
What Zoe Saldana is describing about how the experience of making this movie feels like the first one but on steroids. I mean, you can clearly see that from the trailer. It's taking it to a whole other level.
Yeah.
But it makes the first one look much simpler by comparison.
Yeah. I mean, you would hope, right? I imagine that the process of shooting it, like for the actors, was probably the least time-consuming part. It's everything that happens afterwards, all of the VFX and everything that they have to do in order to make this truly a cinematic spectacle.
One of the things that Cameron was saying about the actors that was interesting was when he was making it, they have this technology now where they can kind of show you what the scene is looking like after you shoot the performance capture, right? He brings you back to look at the monitor so you can see it play out in 3D with like the Avatar Na'vi costume and all that. He said that the actors stopped caring after watching it once. They're like, we're good. Like, we just need to understand where our marks are and what we're trying to do, what the intention is in the scene. Because like that 3D imaging gives you a sense as to what your environment looks like, so you know how to behave. But once you have that down pat, you don't need to look at that thing anymore. And they stopped giving a shit right away. It was very interesting because someone like me, I'm so curious. It's like, I need to see what it looks like. But maybe I'd stop caring after a take or two.
I think like after a while, you just get so sucked into the performance of it that, like you say, once you just know your bearings and you're like, okay, this is the environment and this is how I interact with it. It makes sense, right? Cool. We can carry on and just focus on you and me.
Anyways, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.